Hello, Gemini. This is your love and relationship reading for November 2018. So let's get started. Your first card is the Wheel of the Year. You have a Six of Wands. You have karma. You have Three of Pentacles. You have strength. Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Lots of earth energy. And take note. The Wheel of the Year has actually two pentacles in it as well. So this tells me that there are lots of shifts in the relationship as far as the physical and material world. Maybe living together, seeing each other, the physical distance between you two. Okay. All right. Last three cards for now. I have a Two of Swords. I have a Three of Swords. And a Nine of Swords. Interesting. Now remember, you are an air sign. And people who are air signs like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, they do tend to think a lot. They overthink. And just like the water signs, they're just very perceptive. They analyze and they try to figure things out. So this is heading towards your future here. So it gets kind of intense here with all these swords here, with your energy. That your thinking process, as far as this relationship goes, it feels as if your thinking and your logic are going to go into overdrive with lots of worry, lots of anxiety here. Okay, but once again, don't get scared. We'll see what's going on. But yeah, there seems to be this dominant energy with Pentacles. The past is influencing November. So, what is the influence of the past? Well, first, I do want to point out the two major arcana cards you have. You have Karma, which is an important card. You have three major arcana. You go from Wheel of the Year. Note this theme of circles. The Wheel of the Year, which is about natural changes that happen in your life, and you shouldn't fight those changes because they were meant to be. Everything in life goes through a cycle. Everything in life never stays the same. And for some people, change is difficult. Relationships will change, and you shouldn't fight those changes. The Wheel of the Year, which is also called the Wheel of Fortune, it can also signal a turn in luck for the better. What follows this Wheel of the Year? The Six of Wands. And that's the card of victory and success. So that's a good thing. So karma validates certain choices that you've made in the relationship. And also remember, karma is about fate and destiny. Based on the choices you make in your life, you set in motion a new path, a new set of events. And so karma comes around to remind us this is about natural changes. Karma is about changes that happen in our future because of decisions we've made in the past. And that's not necessarily a bad or a good thing. It's simply saying that whatever you put on the circle of life, the cycle of life, whatever you put out there, it's coming back. So as far as past influences, I feel that you're going into November, as far as your relationship, feeling very victorious, that, oh, I feel like this is going to work out. I feel like I'm in a good position to, for some of you, it might be getting back into the dating scene, because I see this Ace of Pentacles here. Okay. You have strength here in the middle. Strength is good because it's about having courage. It's also about taming the ego. And so, interestingly enough, it's not so much I'm picking up tons of energy from your love interest or partner, but I'm getting more of a sense of how you're reacting to your love interest or partner, or you reacting to some of the things specifically that your partner's doing, how you're feeling about the future of your love life. So maybe some of this Pentacles energy is coming from your love interest or partner, this grounding, this potential for things to really start picking up as far as the love energy. So when we get here, heading into November, you have a Three of Pentacles. This Three of Pentacles, it's about, in a general context, this Three of Pentacles is about using your gifts, working for success, receiving recognition. And so I feel like some of you, your partners, you're going to feel that your love interest or partner is really responding to you. And you have the Strength card. This is about, I feel like this Strength card is speaking towards you, just feeling more grounded and confident about the relationship. You being patient. And so I feel like this Three of Pentacles and the Strength card together, you're going to feel like, oh, we're making progress here. That things are going to really take off, especially when you get this Ace of Pentacles. And aces are always about new opportunities and new beginnings. And so some of you, if you're starting to date again, or if you're meeting someone new, this Ace of Pentacles is sort of like a promise of love and happiness. Sometimes it can just simply mean meeting someone, you're starting to talk, you're starting to get to know each other. That's what I mean by beginnings with these aces. So the Pentacles always refer to the material, spiritual world, physical material world, not spiritual. So when I see these Pentacles coming together, this change of luck with the Wheel of the Year, working for success, focus, determination, and then the Ace of Pentacles brings that promise. I'm like, yes, yes. Now, when we get here to the future, yes, there are some swords here. But strangely enough, I feel like this isn't necessarily a disaster. I feel like these swords that are showing up right next to each other are about you being very worried. I feel that your feelings might get hurt here with the Three of Swords for some reason, because then we have a ton of worrying here, a ton of drama. This Two of Swords could be about a disagreement between two people who aren't on the same page. Note how the woman who's holding these two swords, she's blindfolded. She doesn't know what decision to make. She's blinded. She can't see clearly. She doesn't know which sword to choose. Remember, when you have just the one sword, that Ace of Swords, that means you do have clarity, that you see the truth, that you have an understanding, that you're able to make decisions and judgments. And so it seems as if an important decision, or maybe a disagreement, or something stalling, nothing moving forward here, it's going to just sort of like give you cause for worry. One of the things that's coming to me from the oracle is this sense that your love interest or partner is going to start backing off. They might tell you no in a particular situation, and that will cause a little bit of hurt, and it'll definitely cause a lot of worry. And I'm not sure that's particularly justified. It doesn't mean that it's not going to hurt. It doesn't mean that you're not going to experience disappointment in a relationship. And so, I'm not saying you shouldn't feel this way. I'm not saying you shouldn't worry. But I feel like it's just a speed bump that you're going to have to get past. But I'm going to pull this outcome card. This is your last card, so let's see what's going to go on here. You have Temperance. Temperance has been a big theme in the other readings, by the way. And this is always a wonderful card to have, especially when you get all of this turbulence here in your future. The Temperance card is just basically a guarantee. Relax. Don't worry about it. It'll work out okay. Don't over dramatize. Don't get over dramatic about your partner pulling back or holding back on a decision. Okay? And I think when you look at the duality, you have a Two of Swords here, and the cherubim here is balancing those two cups. Also note how one foot is in the water and one foot is on the earth. So there's that balance between the head and the heart, your emotions and your logic. And so you're going to feel happy. You're going to feel like, what was I worried about? I was worried for nothing. If I could just sum up everything I'm seeing here, especially as we head towards the end of the year, is that yes, there's going to be a very nice opportunity for your relationships, whether you've been in a long term or short term, or you're just casually dating or getting to know people, or you just met someone. I feel like the overall message from the oracle is, yes, don't worry about it. Just stick your toe in the water and just experience how it feels. But don't try to make judgments or speed things up and just decide that it's over because of one little mishap or one little misunderstanding. Okay? It'll all turn out okay. Okay, so that was my reading. And thank you to all my subscribers and my supporters and my sponsors on Patreon. And just so that you know, there is a special. My relationship energy readings are $10 for the rest of the year. And this is my most popular reading. The relationship energy reading basically looks at the energy between you and your partner, what your partner's thinking, how they're responding to you, and what's going to happen in the future. So if you haven't had a reading from me yet, you might want to check it out. Go to tarotbyaire.com. Thank you. I'll see you next month. And as always, I wish you love and light.